All right. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Shooters, and welcome to my first video. My name is X, and I am a Manchester United fan, first and foremost, but I just love football in general, and I enjoy the game. I've been a Manchester United fan from 2000, so you can understand it's been quite a long time. So I've been a fan for 25 years, basically. But yeah, I really hope that you like this video and subscribe and share it. So yeah, let's go to today's topic.
Oh, yes!
So today's topic, we're gonna talk about Paul Scholes. Well, a lot of football fans know Paul Scholes as the maestro, midfield maestro, one of my favorite players growing up. I'll never forget his 0-8 goal against Barcelona, that shot at Old Trafford. Beautiful goal. He's one of the most decorated midfielders in the Premier League. I think he won 13, if I'm not mistaken, or 11. No, it's 11 Premier League titles. I think so. But yeah, I'll have the whole edit, my post edit guy, put that on screen. So today, I watched the Nicky Butt, the good, the bad, and the football podcast. And Paul Scholes wasn't holding back. He wasn't holding back. All right, so Paul Scholes came to the podcast and he was just guns blazing, talking about Ruben Amorim, how Ruben Amorim isn't the right guy. So let me bring some statements and just, I'm gonna put the video in there and we're gonna talk about it.
I don't think this manager just gets this club full stop.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's the right man. Man United is about risk and entertainment more than anything.
At home especially.
Having fans on the edge of the seat fucking ready to go. Wingers who beat people, shots on goal, bits of skill. There's nothing there. That's from the club. We talk about this as a different club. They've got Omar Barada, they've got Jason Wilcox, who are probably brilliant at the job, brilliant at what they do. They're not Man United. They don't have a clue what it's like to buy a Manchester United player, to bring a Manchester United manager in. If you go to Sporting Lisbon and watch, they play three at the back. Right away, that's no. Man United never do that. They can't do that. They just can't. It's been proven over years and years and years. And I'm talking even before Sir Alex Ferguson, it was always about 4-4-1-1 or 4-4-2.
Yeah.
Entertaining people. He hasn't got that in him. He brought 4 defenders on against West Ham. If we go 1-0 up, the manager always said 2, 3, 4. I remember once, I think we were playing Chelsea, went 1-0 up and we sat back a little bit. Now Chelsea were a good team. The manager went absolutely nuts after the game. That doesn't happen here. When you score 1, you go for 2. You go for the throat every single time. I just don't think he gets it.
All right. His statement says, I don't think this manager gets this club, full stop. I just don't think he's the right man. Man United is about risk and entertainment. More than anything, having fans on the edge of their seat, ready to go. Wingers who beat people, shots on goal, bits of skill. There is nothing there. That's from the club. We talk about this is a different club. They've got Omar Berrada, Wilcox, who are brilliant at their job and what they do. They are not Man United. They don't have a clue what is like to buy a Manchester United player, to bring a Manchester United manager in. So I will break what he says down and I will then give my own opinion. I think this whole thing, right, from what I think and what I see is, I think it's stemming from his post that he had about Kobe Mainoo and not Kobe Mainoo getting minutes, and when he posted that, it was out of frustration, as a story. He posted that on Instagram, by the way, and he was saying that I don't know the exact quotes, but he was like, he's being ruined, right? So I'm going to break this one down properly because he's not holding back at Amorim at all. He just doesn't like Amorim, right? So this is the first statement. I'm gonna break down the other statement as well that he made. So he says, I don't think the manager gets this club, full stop. I just don't think he's the right man. I feel like the class of 92, they're just bad. Like, they were great as players. Some are good as pundits. Gary Neville as a pundit, he's very good, right? But I feel like as a manager he failed. I feel like as a commentator, especially United games, he's not impartial. He's just gung ho. He goes there and he starts, like, he's frustrating every time when I watch Sky and I watch my team, Manchester United, on Sky, and I hear Gary Neville talk wobbling. I just turn it off and I rather listen to music while watching the game and analyze the game from there. So when he's talking about Amorim, that he doesn't get the club, we had Oli, someone who got the club. At first, we played just free-flowing football, but when he wanted his philosophy, when he wanted to play his way, the players just didn't respond very well. They never bought into his tactics, to his instructions, to all of that, right? Then he's like, Man United is about risk and entertainment, more than anything, having fans on the edge of their seat ready to go. He's not wrong about that. That statement isn't wrong. But right now, Manchester United aren't there yet. I feel like United, we're still in transition. Mind you, we finished 15th last season, our worst record ever in the Premier League, and we just never were looked at as that entertaining team. We're very inconsistent. We've got a lot of players who came in for players who left, right? A lot of players left on loan, either on loan or sold permanently. Right now, we just need to be stable, and that's the only thing that I can complain about, is that we are not entirely stable. Yes, there are bits and pieces of play where we just have a fluid attack, but I feel like you just can't say that United is about risk and entertainment. We can't take risks right now. Once we take risks, we end up at 15th again, and we don't want that anymore, right? We don't like, as a fan, I don't like watching the Champions League or the Europa League without my team being there and watching other teams. To me, it just doesn't feel the same. I love football, I love watching other teams, but if my team is also in this competition, I just want to watch, let's say, for example, a Real Madrid, and be like, oh, okay, Real Madrid are playing good football. I wonder how United will cope against the Real Madrid. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, like his statement about risk and entertainment, I get it, but at the same time, we are not there yet. I feel like right now we are just trying to be stable as much as possible, because we just need to get the results. And so far, it's frustrating, and the patience from the fans is running thin. And I understand that. Sometimes it runs thin on me as well. So I don't get why we should be risking and playing all that type of play football when our foundation isn't that strong enough. Defensively, we still need more. We still need more defensively. Midfield is just a gaping hole. You can't play with risk. So, yeah, I get his statement, but I still don't get it. Then he's like, wingers who beat people, shots on goal, bits of skill, there's nothing there. That's from the club. We talk about this is a different club. They've got Omar Berrada, Wilcox, who are probably brilliant at their job and what they do. They're not Man United. They don't have a clue what is like to buy a Manchester United player, to bring a Manchester United manager in, right? So that statement for me is baffling, because he was one of the people, him and Neville, most of the time, we can say Rio as well, they've been talking about finding the best in class. We already got the best in class. We got football people running the club, not bankers like Ed Woodward and Richard Arnold, the Glazers, puppets. We don't have that. Now we have people who know what they're doing, and we've got Vivell. Vivell has a good track record of getting youngsters and And we are a team that cultivates the youngsters. Right now, I feel like we are not there yet. We're not there yet, but we will be there in time. Right now, we just don't need to rush. I think we don't need to rush that process. So that statement on its own is baffling. It is baffling. It's just baffling. You can't then come and say that no, these guys don't know what it is like to get a player. So wait, so he wants a Manchester United, or let's say part of the class of 92, for example, to go and scout players and recruit players. He is a failed manager at Oldham. He never had a good management career. It's the same thing right now, like literally the same parallel, but not exactly the same thing. It's not a player and versus a legend. Right now it's a legend versus a manager and the people above the manager. He is so critical about another appointment, let's say, right? He's critical about another appointment who is not maybe a former teammate. For example, Oli never got such backlash. Oli never got those kinds of statements that now he's not the right man. He was the same guy saying that we should give him time, we should do this, we should do that, we should do that. It just doesn't make any sense. I feel like the United legends, especially the class of 92, bar, let's say, Nicky Butt, bar, what's his name? The other Neville, right? Because there's Phil Neville and then there's the other one, Gary, yes. So bar Phil Neville, right? And who else is part of it? Right? The others are just Giggs. Have never heard Giggs just going in on managers and players like that. You know, yes, he's been critical at the right time, but he's never been much of a pundit that much, you get me? So right now it makes no sense. I feel like the article that has come before, that article that says that the United players, they feel like the legends are not being supportive. I feel the same way. I feel like especially the class of 92, Evra is not critical that much, Vidic not that much, you know. It has a Ferdinand, like they're not critical in that way where when we sign a player, they like every move they just criticize it. They're like, nah, I'm not sure about it, but you go, let's say you go regionally, you go to Liverpool, they sign Florian Wirtz. I've never heard legends slate Florian Wirtz. They've never done that. So it makes no sense why United legends are always bitter. Are they scared of losing their legacy? Bro, you already have a legacy. You've won 11 or so Premier League titles with Manchester United. You've done that. You've won 2 Champions Leagues, a treble, mind you, in 99. You've done all of that. Why don't you support these guys? Why don't you support the young players? Why don't you go to Carrington, for example, and just have not even a role, bro? Just go there and encourage the young players coming up. Encourage Eleni Yoro, you know. Rio Ferdinand does that. Rio Ferdinand has his arm over these young players and he encourages them, especially Lenny Yoro. Why are you always coming off bitter? Why are these guys, especially him and Neville, they talk too much and they wobble so much, and they waffle, so much. They don't give their heads a wobble. It's not the same Manchester United. There is another statement he made, and he says that Manchester United play a 4-1-1, a 4-4-1-1, and a 4-4-2. Bro, those formations, they don't necessarily work right now. A 3 at the back system in the league, in the Premier League, is getting results. It's yielding results. The main reason why the back 3 system is being used is for stability on each end, right? I'm not saying that the 4-4-2 or the 4-1-1 is a bad formation. No, those formations on paper are good because the team is stable and all that, and the team has structure and all that. It doesn't mean that the 3 at the back doesn't have structure. It still does have structure. It's just that Manchester United right now aren't complete. We are not complete. The team is not complete. We've got a new attack, right? We haven't invested in the midfield. We haven't invested much in wing backs, right? We invested on Dogu only, but it's not enough. I feel like Dogu is a good player. There is a player in Dogu, but because he's young and it feels like we're putting him on the deep end, we should be getting a player who is vastly experienced as a wing back. That's a position where you need a specialist, especially wing back. You need a specialist. There are players like DeMarco, there are players like Dumfries, right? There are players like Rom, right? In Leipzig. There are a lot of these players who just play very well as a wing back, and they're also good as fullbacks as well, right? Like Nuno Mendes, for example. So I feel like my opinion is already scattergun. It's all over the place. But I feel like Manchester United legends, especially the class of '92, they just do not support either the manager, they don't support the players. They never do. And it's about time that United fans call that out. It's about time United fans call that out. The same way Liverpool fans are now deeping that, oh, Jamie Carragher doesn't necessarily like certain players, because of A, B, and C. Now they're seeing that through him, through his punditry and his 8-minute rants about a player who's literally carried that team on his back. Right now, United, I feel like Kobe Mainoo should go on loan. I don't see a place where Kobe Mainoo can play much, because all the players who are key players for us are going to the AFCON, right? So we've got Mazraoui, we've got Ahmed, we've got Brian Mbumo, right? We've got those 3 players going to AFCON next week, I think. Next week they're going to play, or they're going to train for the tournament, and they're gonna play, right, for probably a month. They're gone for a long time. So you sit down and you see this, and Kobe right now, I feel like the ceiling is there. There's a player there. He's a great player. He's shown us that a lot of times, right? He had problems with injury. Don't you mind that? Like, he had problems with injury. I don't want my players, especially young players, to come in, right, play so many games as youngsters, and then they just burn out. They lose steam. They lose everything like that. I don't want that. I don't want my players to go through that. I don't want that. So I just feel like United should protect their young players. I feel like Amorim is trying to do that. It's just that the media are amplifying that so much so that they don't want a good thing happening at the club. They just want controversy. They want clicks. That's how the media is when it comes to Manchester United. So yeah, that's my opinion. You'll give me more of your opinions below. It's just baffling that Paul Scholes is coming out so explosive, and it just doesn't make sense to me as a United fan. I feel like as a United legend, you should support the club. You should just try being supportive. Try visit the players. Try see what's going on. Don't sit on your high horse and start saying that he's not the right man. But when your friend came to the club and started not getting results, being beaten 5-0, being beaten that by Liverpool and Man City. Okay, Man City used to win, right? But he also wasn't consistent enough. There was no plan. The people above him never had a plan. He wanted Haaland. He wanted all of these players. Him and Rangnick, they had a talent ID which was really good. But at that time, I don't think that talent ID would have survived well in this club. I believe so, because the environment was just not good enough. So yeah, give me your opinions down below. Please be respectful, and yeah, just comment below and treat each other with respect. So yeah, that's all I can bring to you today. My first video, I'm stuttering, I'm saying a lot of things. There's no structure yet, but I'll improve. I'll improve as time goes by. So yeah, like, share, comment, and subscribe. X out.